Tom, this was the crime scene back in 2000. The victim's body left for dead in the desert just about 9 miles from downtown Albuquerque. And the FBI tonight says they don't believe the killer went any closer than here to any metro area. The FBI calls 54-year-old Richard Peters a survivalist, hiding out across the West since 2000.
He has a propensity for violence. He's eluded us and eluded law enforcement pretty successfully so far since.
Peters is wanted for the murder of his neighbor Dennis Lukes, shot in the head and left to die near the Tumbleweed Steakhouse along 9 Mile Hill. That night, sheriff's deputies found buckets of watery blood at Peters' trailer. And then footprints that led to the Flying J and Peters' getaway. His landlord, Joe Williams, couldn't believe it. Williams had just hired the victim and the suspect for carpentry work.
Later that day, I asked the sergeant if he's sure that Richard Peters did it, and he said, with the knowledge I have, I would arrest him on sight, he said.
Peters last eluded arrest a year ago in the Zuni Mountains, leaving behind a huge campsite.
There were approximately 13 weapons as ammunition for weapons that we didn't even find, so we think he's still very well armed.
Armed and moving. The FBI says Peters, a true mountain man, has been spotted in remote areas of at least 7 states. Not surprising to landlord Joe Williams.
He used to walk out in the desert there and collect stuff. And in his RV, I found some maps, and a lot of maps. He had all kinds of maps of different states.
The FBI says Peters may still be driving this blue camper, but they have no idea where. Nonetheless, the FBI is still confident that in a matter of time they will find their man. They say this won't be any routine arrest, though. Much more likely that a forest ranger or perhaps somebody hiking up in the mountains around the Southwest will run upon Peters next. Reporting live at 9 Mile Hill, Neil Simon, Eyewitness News 4.